Hi everybody, it's Chocolate Milk back with Lost Odyssey, and today we're going to be doing two side quests. They're both totally optional, however one of them does count for the treasure trove achievement, and I'll be telling you which one of the two it is. Both of these side quests can be triggered in the exact same area. We're going to be going to... if I can find it. Such a big list of stuff. We're going to be going to the Grand Staff Construction Base. And if we go in this first door here, we can go to the Magic Lab, which we never really found much use for in the beginning of the game. But if you talk to this guy on the right-hand side, he'll ask us if we can put down some gauges to research and record magic energy in different parts of the world. So he'll tell us where they are: the Black Cave, the Frozen Ice Canyon, Gotza, and the Great Ancient Ruins. So he already tells us the locations, however he doesn't tell us exactly where the locations are, so that's the tough part. This is, like I said, totally optional, and it's quite frankly a gigantic pain in the ass, so it's up to you, but however I'm trying to do this as complete as possible, so I am going to suffer through it. While I'm here, I'm also going to get a few things that we can do while we're here, quite honestly, not just the two side quests. If you talk to these two technicians, they're talking about how, like, there's like a reactor that's not working as it should. So if you talk to the guy on the right, he'll ask us if there's anyone who can repair it. The reactor's going totally out of control. And of course Ced will step in and save the day like he always does. And he manages to keep the area under control. So, thank you, Ced, for helping us with what could have ended up very badly. He'll give us some components. It's just something really small. And I think that's about it. So you're gonna go into this room, I should say, which is where we created a shortcut earlier. And you're actually gonna go to the secret underground black market. And we already looted this place. But you wanna talk to the guy that's up here. And he's really pissed off. He's asking us about Magic Capsules. Now, this is the side quest that is required for the treasure trove achievement, because the capsules are actually capsules that you have to pick up as like a shining object, so they do count. There's 3 of them, and they're actually all in the exact same area. They're all in Gongora's old mansion. So when I had done the Orin backtracking video, I said that I had missed some stuff in Gongora's mansion, and that's what I meant. So as soon as we get those, you know, or should be 100% complete. So we're going to take care of the more annoying one first. We're going to be putting down the magic gauges all over the world. And we're gonna do the magic gauges first, then we're gonna do the capsules, and then we're gonna come back and get our prize. Kind of wanted to make this all one video because they're all these quests are happening in the same area. So I'm gonna start by going to the Ipsilion Mountains. Because this one is by far the most annoying one to get, because no matter where you enter from, the Ipsilion Mountains is a long climb. I've chosen to go from the south end first, because I don't have to go through the weather. I don't have to climb up the mountain in that rainy weather that makes climb walk slow. And there's also a guy you should be keeping an eye out for while you're up climbing up this mountain. So you're going to want to place the gauge where we fought the boss, just outside of the mountain hut area. So it's pretty much right in the middle, no matter where you start from. If you decide to go from the north end or if you decide to come from the south end, totally up to you. It's a matter of preference. Either way, you're going to have to climb up, and then you're going to have to climb back down again. So there's still enemy encounters here. They're still the same level. They're still the weak-ass, pathetic enemies that we were seeing in the very beginning of the game, when we had just Seth, Kym, and Jansen back in the good old days. Well, I wouldn't say good old days, but, you know, when they were traveling as a threesome. And this was the guy I was telling you to keep an eye out for. Now, he doesn't seem very important now, but he will be later. He's a wandering blacksmith, which is he's kind of in a very weird area. Although it kind of makes sense because this is the mining part of the Ipsilion Mountains. Even the coal mine was closed. He can't find materials. He's, you know, going on about how he can't get stuff to make stuff. So once you've talked to him, that'll be it for the last little while. We won't have to see him for a little while. So just continue on, and you'll probably have to go through a few screens. It's mostly the walking part of this that's painful, and then trying to remember your way through this area because it's been so goddamn long since you've been here, you know, so you're just like, I don't even know where to go anymore. And if you did miss something by chance the first time you were here, this is also a good time to do that, to gather anything that you might have missed. Especially since the enemies are weaker now, you'll just hit them with... Basically, you'll like blow on the enemy and it'll die and fall over because you're so much stronger than it, so... We're almost there though. I think this is the last screen before we get to the top. And then we can place down that magic gauge and get to our next area, thank God. Ah yeah, here we go. So we're at the peak now. And if you climb to the very, very top of the peak, you'll be able to set the magic gauge down. And we can see Grandstaff in the distance. It's very unappealing on such a beautiful mountaintop. And if you try to go down the mountain, going, you know, back down the south end, and you try to go down this way, climb will actually stop. And if you didn't know it was Grandstaff, he'll tell you that it's in it's in the Sea of Boss, because that's where the experimental staff was, and he's pretty much moved Grandstaff to the same area, which is dumb. But I'm gonna meet you at the bottom of the mountain because it is a long climb, so I'll see you guys when we get to the very bottom and move on. I got to the bottom, but I triggered a dream here. If you enter from the north side of the Ipsilion Mountains rather than from the south, and you just go north a little bit, you'll get this dream. And this is a course of cicadas. So you can see I was right here in this area, a little bit north of the save point, and a little bit north of the area that we started out in. And it's just a very short walk to the very end of the area, and then we can get the hell out of here, and we can place our next magic gauge. 1 down and 3 more to go. The next place we're going to go to is going to have to be the Black Cave, I think. We're going to enter from the north end. This one is a lot easier, and the rest of them are a lot easier. This is actually where we came out of the Black Cave after we defeated the Queen, and the gauge is just going to go right here. So that is a very, very easy one to get. It's basically walk in and then walk out. So that's 2 out of 4 now. And we still have one to put in the Great Ancient Ruins, which is another pain in the ass one, and also the Ice Canyon, so I'm going to go to the Ice Canyon first, because again, that one is the one that's very easy. You're going to enter from the south end, which is where we came in, instead of going out this time, and you're just going to, again, walk, 10 steps, and you're going to put down the magic gauge. So there we go, we've got 1 left. That really didn't take us very long at all. But I cut out, like a bunch of walking when we were in the mountains. And of course the last location is going to be the Great Ancient Ruins. I really don't like coming back to this place. I hate this place. So naturally for me, I was just kind of moaning and groaning when I came back here, but there's also a chest I missed here when I was doing my playthrough for the first time when we came through here. I'll be grabbing that as well, and then to my knowledge, I've grabbed everything else, and I shouldn't have to worry, so we're going to be coming back here again. I'm going to be putting it in a separate video with a few other things, because there's... when you're in here, if Trukies, they're kind of similar to the enemies in the Ice Canyon. They steal stuff from you. Just like with the Elmon, the Elmon King and his crown, you can do the same thing here with a Truki. and you can get all your items back. So we'll be doing that later if you had got any of your really good items stolen when you were here, which is a huge pain, especially when you work so hard to get a lot of your items. And the good thing about this area as well is now that you have done the puzzle to be able to move around freely using your split up teams, you don't have to do that anymore. And this was the treasure chest that I had missed, was just this one up here. I apparently forgot to go up this staircase when I was here for whatever reason. I guess I just neglected it. And this one has 4 iron balls of ruin in it. So that's all for treasures in this area. But yeah, now that you have solved that puzzle completely, you don't have to split up at all anymore. You can just come and go as you please with whatever party you damn well please. You don't have to split up at all. So the second or third time, or you know, however many times you have to come back here, it is a lot easier. And I guess, you know, if you're still having problems with the game or you're still a little bit under leveled, it's probably still a pretty good place to come and do a little bit of grinding if you feel like it. But I really hate this place, so this would not be my ideal grind spot. And we're actually almost there, thank God. This magic gauge is going to be placed about halfway through the area where we actually got our magic power locator, and we got our save point for the dungeon when we went through here. We're actually going to place it right here, and that is the 4th and final magic gauge. So once Mac places this, I'm going to walk all the way back through the ancient ruins, and I will then see you on the flip side. We're going to do the other side quest now. Alright, so now that I'm at the very end, thank God that only took me forever, we're gonna just quickly transport back to Aura here. And luckily for us, this one is a lot easier. The 3 magic capsules are going to be in Gongora's mansion. They're all very easy to find. And there's only 3 of them, so I like easy side quests. The first one is going to be in the eastern hallway when you come into Gongora's mansion, and like I said, they're glowing items, so they do technically count for the treasure trove achievement, if anybody was wondering. That's magic capsule number 1. And then we're going to come back over here to the door that leads to his magic research lab, and the second one is over here by the elevator that goes to his study. And now we're gonna go up to his study, and we're gonna take that shortcut that will take us back down to his secret laboratory that we were in, where we had seen his audio log. And that is where the final one is, so that will be it for that side quest. Very, very, very easily done. So we're gonna go to the first basement floor here. And we're gonna go again to an area we've already previously been in, so yay for more backtracking. My favorite. And in here, you'll find the final sparkly, godly item of magic capsule-ness. So there we go, that is all 3 magic capsules. With all 3 of those collected, I'm just going to quickly make my way back through to the world map, and then we're going to go back to the Grand Staff construction base, and we're going to get our prizes for both of those side quests that we just completed. So let's go talk to the researcher first, because he's less angry, and give him the good news that we went through a lot of trouble to get those stupid gauges all over the world. Please take this. Yeah, eat magic staff fragments. He just basically gives you more components, which I'm just like, ugh, seriously, head desk. But they should be giving me way better prizes than this, I think, for all that running around. Once you've got that one, then you can come over to here and you can get your prize from the second guy. And I don't know, I don't even want to know what he's going to do with those magic capsules, or how much magic he's going to get from them. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to get these for him, I don't know. Again, we just get more components, so yay for that. You know, but if you're a completionist like me, it's an absolute must. Again, that one counts. The magic capsules count for the treasure trove achievement. To 2 very short side quests. This area has pretty much been taken care of. Hope that you have enjoyed the video and that it was, you know, informative enough for you and everything like that. And we'll be continuing on next time. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all later.